All right, my friends, let's take this entire same context stuff out of our user's test file, and we're pretty much just going to copy paste it over into our other two test files. So I'm going to take everything from the const context require statement right there, all the way down to the bottom of our after all. I'm going to copy all that. I'll then take it over to my user's test2 file, and I'm going to replace the existing before all and after all with it. I'll then do the same thing inside of the user's 3 test file as well. So there's the after all and the before all. I'm going to delete it and do a paste. After making both those updates, let's now go run our tests again, and we're going to expect to see all 3 tests passing now, because now they are all running totally isolated in their own separate schemas. And it looks like everything worked as expected. And now we can run these tests as many times as we want, and everything passes. Awesome. Okay, we should also be able to go back over to pgadmin, refresh schemas, and see that the schemas that were created automatically got cleaned up as well. So I would say that this is a pretty good success. There is one other quick improvement I want to make, however. This is totally optional. It is not actually required for what we're doing right here. One thing that we might want to do is to make sure that after every individual test inside of a file, we might want to delete all the data inside of our database. To do so, we could just do a very simple drop all records, or essentially delete all records out of all of our different tables. That will make sure that if we create any records inside this test file and then this test right here, and then run some other test right after it, we'll be operating out of a totally clean, fresh slate. We could definitely just recreate our context entirely, but it's slightly faster if we just delete all the data out of our different tables. So we'll just do the slightly faster approach. So to do so, back inside my context.js file, I'm going to add in another method that I'll call reset. And inside of here, I will return a pool.query, and we'll do a delete from users. So essentially, just take a look at our users table, delete every row inside there. If you eventually have additional tables inside of your database, you could just add in more delete statements. So maybe you also want to, say, delete posts and comments and, who knows, images, whatever else as well. But for right now, you and I just have users, so we'll leave it just like that. So now to make use of this, back inside of our users test file, we can add in a before each. And inside of here, we can do an await context.reset. So that will make sure that we delete all the different rows in our different tables before each test inside of this file. Let's just do a quick another run with that. And yep, looks like everything still works. Okay, so this is definitely a pretty good test setup. We've now got some infrastructure put together that allows us to run as many test files in parallel as we want, and they're all going to be running in total isolation. So not only are we going to run our tests very, very quickly, but we're also going to make sure that one test does not interfere with another. So this is a really great setup we've put together. So let's take a pause right here and continue in just a moment.